We hope you're enjoying all the great competition you're seeing here today. At the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're grateful for the incredible support that makes this event possible. None more vital or valued than the proud title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau. With me here today is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau, to explain why their organization invests in and supports the Girls Union.
Thanks, Aaron. The Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for more than 2 decades now. The athletes competing here today represent the very best of our nation's student athletes, driven, dedicated, and committed to teamwork. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we share those same values. Our farmers lead the nation not only in the production of corn, hogs, eggs, and ethanol, but also in the implementation of a number of innovative soil and water conservation practices which hold soil in place and reduce runoff. These shared values unite Iowa's student athletes and farm families, and our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the perfect opportunity to celebrate that commitment to excellence statewide.
Thank you, Brent. We appreciate the Iowa Farm Bureau's ongoing support and the role you play in helping Iowa's girls shine.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our final Class 5A first round game of the day here at the Harlan and Hazen Rogers Sports Complex here in Fort Dodge, Iowa, here on Iowa Central Field. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson, along with you here for your quote-unquote nightcap, I should say, Dar. It's the 3-seed Valley Tigers at 33-8, taking on the 6-seeded Southeast Polk Rams at 24-16. CIML foes meet again since 2012. Valley leads the series 28-12. Valley's won all 3 matchups so far in 2026, Dar. The last one was close, only a one-score game.
It's just like that Dowling Centennial. The first 2 were kind of out of hand, and then the last one was like a one-run game. Same here, and we talked about it. These CML teams know each other very well, and it's, do you follow suit? Can you get a little something different going in this fourth meeting here? And again, if you do lose this one, you get one more chance to play back, but you don't want to have to be put in that situation. You want to just keep winning.
Valley coming off a win against Des Moines Roosevelt 7-3. It was a win against a Roosevelt team who was ranked 10th in the final IGHSAU rankings. Southeast Polk, on the other hand, a 5-0 shutout against Ottumwa for the Bulldogs. That's how these 2 teams get here to the state tournament. Let's take a look at your Sukup stats for both these 2 teams coming into today. In a season that has been full of home runs for both programs, or for all of Class 5A, these 2 teams, they don't hit a ton of home runs. 30 home runs for Valley, 18 for Southeast Polk. Those scores come elsewhere, and it's also a good pitching team, Dar.
Yeah, a good pitching team, and, batting average, not too bad, the team average, and, the batting average against, as you mentioned, the pitching. And so that's a lot of times the good pitcher will override the good hitting down here. So it's going to be interesting which pitcher, and, we're maybe be a little cooler here. I don't know as we get later in the evening, but still kind of warm out there.
Yeah, 90 degrees. It got up to 95 today. We had storms that just missed us to the east. Those are past. We should have no more rain threat the rest of the evening, but we will have a big 3-minute hydration break after the end of the entirety of the third inning. So something to keep an eye out for both these 2 teams. We saw in that last game, Dora, the pitching was really tough in the fact that it was so hard to get a grip on the softball. Could be an issue for both these 2 teams who rely on good pitching to get them to victory.
As that sweat comes out and then you're trying to put the rosin on and you're just, trying to keep the ball, and you get in those stretches. But the thing is, how do you recover? How do you, zero back down in? And you can just, the old cliche that you got the defense behind you. If you can just zero in and let them make some outs, then you'll be all right.
Southeast Polk making their 2nd straight trip here to Rogers Park, and the 13th here in school history under Coach Tia Stiles. In a 24-16 record this year for them. Very impressive, as always, tied for 5th in the CIML, in the conference, I should say. On the other side for Valley, it's just another appearance to add to the historic resume of Tom Bakey. West Des Moines Valley's making their 20th state tournament trip in Coach Bakey's 30th season at the helm and the 23rd appearance in school history. Kerry Rose is one of the big reasons behind it, Dar. She can bat, and she can really get going and on offense, and she's really a jack of all trades for Valley.
Yeah, and she's really come on, and then her dad, the longtime athletic director, is helping coach the team this year, and, he was around, ran that program for years, and it's kind of nice that he gets to, watch and help and coach your kids, because that's – when you're running the program, sometimes you don't get to do that. Same thing when you're coaching, sometimes you don't get to see a lot of your kids' stuff, but that's good to see.
Southeast Polk in their last 5 games, they won 4 out of them, including a win over Waukee Northwest. They split Northwest 4-3. Northwest hasn't lost a ton. This is a Southeast Polk team. I'm basically saying they're a 6 seed, but boy, they're such a dangerous 6 seed that you just cannot overlook them.
Yeah, and we looked at it, I think, I was looking back, I think it was Pleasant Valley, the last team in 5A to repeat the softball title. That doesn't happen just because all these teams are so tight. They play each other all the time. It may come down, as you've talked about, depth and how far you go with this heat in these games. And that's why you want to win and stay in that winner's side of the bracket, because then you don't have to play that extra game, extra, wear and tear.
And it's worth noting the championship is not best of 3, so there could be a chance where a team with 1 loss this week could get to the title game and face a team who hasn't lost. And if the team who already has lost 1 wins, it's over. It doesn't matter. It's not a best out of 3. It's a best out of 1. So basically it's pretty simple. If you wanted to win it all, just keep winning. And we've seen that here in this tournament so far. All the top seeds have advanced here in Class 5A. Waukee Northwest took care of Pleasant Valley 4-1. Cedar Rapids Kennedy fell short to Dallas Center Grimes 3-1. Ankeny Centennial Dar just came off a home run bonanza of a ball game. 12-2 over Dowling Catholic. If you're Valley or Southeast Polk, don't look ahead. Play the game now.
Yeah, play the game, and you can't worry about that. You just got to play. And, the thought, I guess, in the double elimination, if you come down and have 1 bad game to start, then you get a chance at redemption here. And that happens at times where teams can come back in a double elimination and come back and win it all. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, what a day it has been here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. 20 games in one day. There's going to be more tomorrow. But when you got 5 fields, you can do it. 5 fields here. This part was just opened back on July 14th, so this is really the first big event that's been held here on this new edition here in Fort Dodge. Beautiful facility as both head coaches meet at home plate. Handshakes being tossed around, and we'll get set to go for softball here very shortly.
And I don't know what is. I just briefly went through the other diamonds, but there's been pretty good crowds here at this one, and I think over on the other side there, so there's been some good crowds despite the heat. But again, you're in Iowa, you know what the heat's like, and you deal with it, and especially when your kids playing in the state tournament.
Already a couple upsets today. We've already seen Edgewood Colesburg, the 8 seed, take down IGHSAU, which was a big upset over 8-1. Cardinal to start the day in the very first game of the day took down 1 seed at Grandview Christian, 8-1 upset. But double elimination, you get a chance to come back around, and these fans have stuck it out in the heat. It is unbelievable when you step outside just how hot and humid it is. Thankfully, a little bit of relief tomorrow.
And I know Southeast Polk, they played on the turf field for a while. Valley hasn't switched over yet,
Not a ton. No, it's still the standard grass field just outside back of the high school over there in West Des Moines.
Because I didn't get over to Valley to do any games this year. So, but I know Southeast Polk has had that turf field for quite a while. And we've seen nothing unusual about it here, with this and today. But
Valley's going to be in all white with the orange socks. Southeast Polk's going to be in the yellow tops and black pants. Coach Bakey and Coach Stiles meeting at home plate. Coach Bakey, 1,075 wins in his career, 285 losses in his 20th career as a head coach for West Des Moines Valley. He doesn't seem to be slowing down. Obviously has had so much success with the Valley Tigers. It's a constant. You know they're going to be here at state, and you know they're going to be competitive.
And that's the thing. You have the same coach all the time. That makes a difference when programs and people, sometimes we need – you see the pros and all that. We need to get the new coach in that. But in high school, that's good. You got to build from the very young all the way through, and that's the way you do it is you keep that coach a long time.
So a lot of fun softball still yet to be played in our final game of the evening, just past the bottom of the hour here, 6:32 local time. Crowd filling in here at the Rogers Park. New addition here with all 5 fields.
Used to be that late game started, 8?
Yeah, but we were also playing, 7 games in a day?
Yeah, it was.
You'd run 5A, 4A, then about 2 3A games, pretty much. So a little bit of a newer system here as everybody working through the kinks of this new field.
And credit the Harlan and Hazel Rogers. They've field here. They've done a lot with it, and they wanted to keep softball, so they've upgraded and made the changes.
The contract is to 2045. That's how long we're going to be here in Fort Dodge. So that's
well, I don't know if I'll make it that long. You will. You're a little younger than I may not be here to see that contract renewed here.
I think they'll keep rolling right along here in Fort Dodge, but. No, it's been really fun coming here every single year here to Fort Dodge, and we're excited for another year and for a big edition, obviously double elimination, a lot of eyes on the state of Iowa here and this week. All right, coaches have broken out of the huddle, and we will get set to go here. Valley will be as the home team on the defensive side of the ball. Southeast Polk will start things out on the hitting side. Hallie Clark will be the one to lead us off. And in the circle tonight, for the Valley Tigers, Maddie Zlomke, the junior, 22-3 record this season, 1.44 ERA, 151 strikeouts this season, making her 25th start. She's kind of been the go-to this year for Valley Dar, and might give up a couple, but boy, she's going to make a couple long at-bats.
Yeah, she's going to really keep it going there, and that's what you want in your leadoff. You want to, stretch that out, get them on base, and bring them around.
So Hallie Clark, the shortstop, will be the first one up to bat here for Southeast Polk. The junior has been around the ringer, starting in her 41st game of the year. Played every single game, .315 hitter, 2 home runs, 29 RBIs on the season for her.
Yeah, she doesn't strike out a lot either. Just, 4 strikeouts.
Both teams very similar in that category. Southeast Polk struck out 106 times this year, Valley 108, so pretty disciplined at the plate. Walks also pretty much around the same.
Mm-hmm.
4th time these two teams playing each other this season. Valley's taken all 3 matchups. They took the doubleheader on June 8th, 6-0, 9-1. And then on July 1st, just 19 days ago, a 3-2 victory over the Rams for the Tigers. So here we go. We're off and running here in Fort Dodge, and the first pitch for Zlomke is a strike down the middle, and it's 0-1 here to get things rolling.
And we got a conference early on with.
Already checking something here with
what
home plate umpire here.
Okay.
Clark will set back into the box. No balls and 1 strike here. Getting rolling here between Southeast Polk, the 6 seed, and Valley, the 3 seed. That one's going to go outside for ball 1. Clark will see her on the defensive end at shortstop, the top position. She leads the defense. Good pop to her bat. Trying to get Southeast Polk rolling here early. That's what she's going to do. Gives this thing a shallow right field. That's going to go up against the fence line. She'll turn on it from first, and a start with a double for Southeast Polk. Hallie Clark has the Rams off and rolling.
They got to that ball, though, out there quickly and got it in. It made it a little tighter than what it wasn't just a simple stand-up walk into second. So
that was Press Romich out there who was able to go get it. Had some carry on it, but that is the start that Southeast Polk was looking for. 1 batter, 1 double to start us. Southeast Polk's already got 1 in scoring position.
Channel Seeds extra base hit to start it off.
Extra base hit. All extra base hits brought to you by Channel Seeds here at the state tournament. This one's a bunt that's going to go back. The Enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise.
So Bunton looking early to play a little small ball, move the runner around. Want to be sure you get that leadoff hit in.
Berkeley Whelan drops the bunt and the throw on to first. Not in time, and Whelan is safe, and runners are at the corners with nobody out here for the Southeast Polk Rams.
Score that a hit, and Zlomke came in pretty quickly, but it kind of spun out there. Now, Coach Bakey
coming out and just having a quick chat here with the home plate umpire, checking on something. One thing I love about Bakey, he's got his giant wooden board that he keeps up with all of the stats and everything, and I don't think that might be the same wooden board from when he started 20 years ago.
Hey, if it works, why change it?
I was going to say, or he might have broken a couple boards. You just never know.
Who needs electronics? Just use the,
So Ivy up to bat here with bases, runners at the corners. Runner goes to second and safe. Successful stolen base for Whelan.
Not a bad throw by Hervey, but Whelan got a good jump.
That is Whelan's 27th stolen base on the season. So now runners on second and third here.
Yeah, she's got some wheels.
Arilko is the one up to bat. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Ivy this season, 346 hitter, 37 RBIs, and 3 home runs. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes here.
Just a sophomore.
Yeah, just a sophomore. A lot of young talent here on Southeast Polk. A couple seniors that lead the way. But already off to a good start. Valley still looking for that first out. This one's going to be popped up. Romich will roam underneath of it and makes the grab. Runner tags. Play at the plate. Not in time. The throw to third also not in time. It's a sacrifice.
Yeah, they cut that, and that was wise because it wasn't going to. But the throw was a little high. If it's one more on line, they might have had a chance to play at third. But so a sac fly.
Carter Price now steps up to bat for Southeast Polk. The pitcher, we'll see her in the circle here in this next half inning. With a runner on third and 1 out down. This one lined right back up the middle. Romich has it go over her head. Runner will go back to third and tag up. And it's a runoff here between Price and the Valley defense. Price does get back in time and saves herself from an out.
Yeah, that was a good dive back, and that was.
The runner did come home, so it is 2-0 Southeast Polk.
But that's the worst thing you do, run yourself out of an inning. She was lucky she got back because then it would have been 2 outs.
Romich was running back. I thought maybe might she have it, but the wind maybe pushed it just a little bit. It is blowing a little bit out to right field, a little bit stronger than we've seen today.
And so far, those outfielders have been spot on for the most part in trying to get the ball back in.
Reese Curfey's going to go out and run on first base, and Coach Bakey's already going to have a chat with his infield here, trailing 2-0. Southeast Polk, you always wonder about some teams coming into the state tournament. You're going to be shaky in these early portions. I think that leadoff double is really what helps you just kind of wake everybody up and you're here to play.
Okay, we're going to play the underdog, but we're going to come out right away. And, yeah, how many times you see that happen and then it gets stranded out there. But they've been trying everything. You know, the sac fly, the bunts, just got to manufacture, get those runs in here.
The Rams have blitzed the Tigers to start things out here. 2-0 is your score. Southeast Polk leads here, still in the top of the first. Valley just 1 out down.
That's probably what Coach Bakey's saying. Okay, now let's forget that and focus back on the batter. You got the runner, you can go to second, and forget all that stuff that happened. Let's just reset.
Slomke and Hervey, the catcher, having a little bit of a chat before they officially break apart. And center fielder Jaden Woods will now step up to bat with a runner on first base. Already 2-0, 6-seeded Southeast Polk jumped out early here in the top of the first with a couple hits. Slomke just misses on that one. Will be downstairs 1-0. Jaden Woods very fast if she gets on the base pass. She swings through that one. Runner goes up to second base, and it's another successful stolen base. Southeast Polk this season now 108 stolen bases this year.
Yeah, she was there easily by a couple steps.
Valley also on the base pass, stealing quite often, but just 75 this year for the Tigers. That one launched out to left field and roaming over to make the catch. For out number 2, runner tags up to third. Isla Brower had to roam back to the fence line to make the play, but Southeast Polk does advance. Runner will be at third here with 2 outs down.
Yeah, and that was had to go over the shoulder. You weren't sure if that was going to get over to the fence, but great recovery there. And kind of going away, if you're going looking this way, you got the sun shining in your eyes, but.
Kaylee Tamomtree now up to bat as she will take that one low for ball 1. Tamantri this season, .398 hitter, 19 RBIs to her name. On 45 hits, she's only struck out 6 times, and she's got a runner on third here as she fouls this one back. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Southeast Polk out of the gate quickly. They'd like to get that runner in.
1-1. That one gets away from the catcher, and Southeast Polk does not go. I think Coach Stiles was wishing she maybe sent.
Well, Zomke came in quick, and then it was kind of rolling slowly, so it's hard to tell just how far, and you don't want to lose that runner at the plate.
Tamantri sets back into the box. A 2-1 pitch on the way by Zomke. That one sent right back up the middle, and that's going to score a run. RBI
for exactly that
single.
reason right there, yep.
RBI single for Kaylee Tamantri. And Southeast Polk continues to jump out of the gates 3-0 here in the top of the first. Ella Wheatley now up to bat with a runner on first base.
So
Trying
three
to keep
runners,
this running.
3 runners on base, 3 runners in.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want.
That's how you win ball games. First pitch is going to be outside for Zlomke. Maddie going to just try to settle down here for the most part and get out of this half inning. You know the Valley offense is able to put up runs. This one's fouled back. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike.
And I think that's one of the things Coach Bakey through the years and just seeing the game. He's been able to work with those pitchers, work with the team, get them settled down if they have a bad inning, and know that you're got a long game.
Zlomke misses outside. Do they get the runner?
Beauty.
Yes, they do. Nicely done.
Hervey.
By Hervey. Throw down the runner. Southeast Polk, though, picks up 3 runs and leads 3-0. We'll go to the bottom of the first. You're watching the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Thanks again to the Iowa Farm Bureau for presenting the 2026 Girls State Softball Tournament. As the sole title sponsor of Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Farm Bureau recognizes athletes and academic achievement on the mat, on the field, and helping to nurture Iowa's future leaders. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here, bottom of the first inning. 6-seeded Southeast Polk leads 3-seeded Valley 3-0. Dar, the Rams have jumped out early.
Yeah, well,
maybe
and then
caught Valley off guard.
Sure, Coach Bakey saying, okay, let's do it to them like they did to us. Let's get out there, be patient, hit the ball.
Carrie Rose gives this a ride to left field, and it is foul. Carter Price in the circle today for Southeast Polk, making her 27th start of the year, 13-10 record, 103 strikeouts, an ERA of 4.0.
Against Rose, 535, 5 strikeouts only, and 24 walks. I mean,
leads the team in hits.
Patience at the plate. Yeah.
68 hits, 17 stolen bases. She can be dangerous when she gets on the base paths. One of those multi-sport athletes that feels like she has been in high school for a long time.
Yeah, it seemed like basketball. She started as a freshman and
Yep.
played forever, and then softball, and yeah, a lot of different.
Busy at second base here in the early goings. It's 2-1 here up against Price. Rose chops it right back up the middle, and that's going to be a single for Carey as Valley is on. And the bats have shown up in the early portion for both these two teams.
Well, how do you answer in the 3-run start? You get the leadoff runner on and say, hey, let's do it ourselves here.
Campbell Broderick up to bat here for Valley. 439 hitter, 26 RBIs, and 2 homers for the sophomore outfielder. Making just her 21st start of the season, so about split down the middle. Rose takes off to second, and she is in. But, boy, she slid the way she did not want to slide. It went feet first, possibly unintentional.
And then she came over the top of the bag there, but
I've seen, Dar, I noticed it in that last game as well here on turf. These players can initiate the slide sooner, and then they know they'll glide along the turf just a little bit longer. 1-0 pitch. Nice bunt laid down by Broderick, and everybody's safe. Runners will be at the corners. It's an exact mirror of what we saw in the first, or top of the first with Southeast Polk.
Because the shortstop had to come in and take that, but then she had to make a brilliant play. The only thing barehanded throw that, but it's just a turnabout fair play here.
So if we are, in fact, copying what we saw on the top of the first, this will be a sacrifice fly by Isla Hervey, but we'll wait and see.
And I was thinking on this turf, you wouldn't have to worry about white uniforms washing them, but if Rose comes around, you see there's still some dirt from sliding in there. Yeah, you're going to have to wash the white uniforms too. There's a little brown there.
That middle circle just beat up with beads. All right, runners at the corners and nobody out here for Isla Hervey, the catcher. And that one just going to miss on the outside. And it's 1-0. 24 RBIs this year for Hervey. 1 lone home run, 256 hitter. 22 hits for the junior. Trying to bring home another here. Price's pitch is low, and it's 2-0.
Well, anything you get here is good because you've answered, you know. And we'll see here, too, if Broderick is going to run. She's got 5 stolen bases.
This one chopped short, picked up by the shortstop. Out for out number 1. Good play by
Allie Clark. Clark. She's going back. She had to turn a little bit, too, because sun kind of shining there, but good over-the-shoulder catch.
Rin Sabula, the third baseman, now up to bat here for Valley. 387 hitter as she lines that one down the left field line and foul. Again, runners will be at the corners here.
And everybody's up there taking their cuts. They know we said 3 games they've seen the pitchers, so they're all stepping in there and ready to go, aren't they?
Game-tying run at the back. Crazy to say in a game that's only in the bottom of the first, but the bats have come alive here in the early going of this final 5A first-round game. 0-1 pitch is outside for Price. Sabula, 2 triples this season for the junior as well. Shows off her speed a couple times. Swings on the high fastball for strike 2.
Yeah, she's big cut thinking she's going to take that up the middle, but let's see what she comes back with. Low and outside.
1-2. Runner still at the corner. Runner goes, and they'll give it up easily for second.
How about high and outside? Yeah, so now 2 in scoring position, and a base hit could theoretically tie it up here.
Wind picking up as it starts to continue to blow out to right field. 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Carter Price gets her first strikeout of the ball game. How about that response with runners on base and now back-to-back outs?
Yeah, coming back and shutting it down. And
Lily Finn
now puts the pressure on Valley. Can they get one of these runners in?
Finn, 324 hitter. She's got runners on second and third, trying to bring a couple home here. Price gets in there for strike 1.
First baseman looking to drive it.
Lily brings the power. 8 home runs, leads the team, 34 RBIs. That's exactly who Coach Bakey wants in this spot.
Yeah, and you're seeing it there low and then away. Don't leave it over the plate for her to get a chance to drive one deep.
Carter's being cautious here. 1-1 pitch. This one's lined deep to center.
Did she get
Center
enough of
fielder
it?
Roaming back. It is out of here. And just like that, we are tied here in the bottom of the first.
3 RBIs to tie it up.
My goodness. Just like that.
Channel Seeds extra base hit.
Valley is unwavered. And Lily Finn, her 9th home run of 2026, has us knotted at 3. Very, very impressive blow by Lily Finn. The first baseman clears the base paths. And just like that, Southeast Polk was feeling pretty good. Yeah. Now on the other side,
yeah, they
just
were
like that, we're 0-0
not away.
much.
But as I said, low and out, but she just hung it in there enough, and she jacked it.
Isla Brower up to bat. I think that wind pushing out to right helped that just a little bit as it just kept carrying. 1-0 is down low, and it's 2-0 for Price. Brower, the sophomore, 346 hitter. 30 RBIs for her this season. That's up there on the team. 37 hits. 2-0 pitch, and Price just misses inside, and the count runs to 3-0.
Yeah, and for Lily Finn, that was RBI 35, 36, and 37
there you go.
on the season. So she's driven a lot in, including herself on that last bat.
3-0 pitch. Price does catch the zone, puts it at 3-1.
Yeah, that was a take all the way on the 3-0.
You always wonder with that sometimes. Do some batters get the green? Some batters
yeah, some might.
Probably not. Hold up. 3-1 pitch. Line down the left field line will be foul, and the count will run full at 3-2 as Carter Price will try to get the Rams out of the inning. Things moving frantically here in the first inning as 3 runs apiece for both teams. The bats have showed up here in Fort Dodge. This one's foul tipped back into the net. We'll try again at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Southeast Polk went through 6 batters. We're on the 6th batter here for Valley in the bottom of the first.
Besides the home run.
Pretty
matched.
Right. You said the single, then the bunt. And
3-2. That one's going to be low, and it's going to be a walk for Isla Brower.
Okay, so if you had a walk on the bingo card, you got it.
Yep.
Filling up quickly here with a home run, the single.
Brings up
bunt.
the pitcher, Maddie Zlomke, as it looks like Coach Stiles is going to have a chat with her infield. And you got to think, we kind of saw that with Centennial in that first game you and I did. 2 outs didn't phase Southie or Valley. I mean, 2 outs down, you're just going to keep things rolling. Going to make sure you get a hit.
And talked about some of that confidence. They beat them 3 times, too, so you're thinking, we can do it here against these guys. But
and we always said that, I think, for basketball more than anything. It's hard to beat a team many times in a row.
3 times, but.
So now a pitcher versus pitcher matchup here as Zlomke goes against Carter Price. And that one just going to catch the zone 0-1. Yeah,
and then, there's used to be the talk, well, okay, you're going to be eliminated. Now it's double elimination. How much more does that play into it? But, again, you want to win.
This one lined right back up the middle. And a little bit of a stutter that time by the second baseman.
Well, I think she was trying to see if she could go to second, but it was just in a spot where she would have had to catch and flip it quick, and the runner was so fast, it just left her with no options.
I don't know if they gave him an error for that or a single. Most likely
single.
Single.
Yeah, you would have had to make a almost perfect play to even come up and throw to first.
So runners will be at first and second here as Jordan Huffman will now be up to bat.
Because, I think she thought maybe if I could get it cleanly and flip, but then you have to have somebody there to cover, too. It's just one of those hot shots.
Valley's going to bring up Cassie Musser to run on first base. Musser with 6 stolen bases this year. And here is Huffman, the right fielder. That one just missing inside for ball 1. Huffman, 343 hitter. Chops that one short and just out of the reach.
Rilko, she made a good attempt at it, but
Huffman, 12 RBIs this season on 37 hits, 32 of which are singles. The rest are doubles. You never know, a good single could bring in a run here to give Valley the lead. 3-3 here, bottom of the first. Here's Price's pitch. Boy, she took a strong hack at that one. It's fouled. Left and out of play.
I was coming in, and I thought it's something burning over here, but I think there's gravel coming into that parking lot, and it's so dusty. I thought it was smoke coming up until I got closer. Okay.
Lots back here.
Because they've kind of made it, so you can come pull right in.
This one chopped foul down the left field line again. It'll be 1-2. Price trying to get out of this half inning here. Huffman settles back in, runner on first and second. That one's going to be outside. It'll be 2-2, evens the count back up.
So best case scenario, you shut it down and get in with a tie.
Yeah.
Worst case or best case for Valley is
because if anything, you reset in the second, it's just 0-0. That one's lined to left again and foul, just a little bit in front of it.
Huffman's really lengthening out this at bat too.
And 3-3, you go the second. That's probably the thing you're talking about. Hey, it's tie game. It's 0-0 again. Put behind what's happened.
As we taught in that first game, you get your bottom of the order coming through with some hits and getting on base. And that's
dangerous.
Big too.
2-2. This one once again launched to deep left, but again a foul ball. Huffman not going away on this at bat, with the runner still on first and second.
Well, they have plenty of suckers to give away with those kids bringing those balls back, because we've had quite a few here.
We've given so many away that the umpires run out. So a refill upcoming.
Yeah, that tells you when you have to reload your ball bag because they come out of there with it full.
So the umpire will walk back here as we will quickly reset. 2-2 here with 2 outs. Runners on first and second here for Valley. Jordan Huffman is the batter. And she goes out to get that one. Another foul into the net.
She was thinking, drop it over there and right because the first baseman's pulled in, but just couldn't quite get it turned enough. But again, extends the bat or the at bat.
Even pitch again. This one's high and away. It'll be 3-2. And now Price trying to avoid loading the bases back up.
Yeah, what a one-on-one here between Huffman and Price.
Jordan's been hanging on for a couple times. 3-2. Line down the left field line. It is foul. Just barely foul as it tiptoed that white line. And the at-bat continues.
It's about 10 pitches, I think, now, isn't it?
I believe so. Rams trying to get out of the half inning. This one launched to deep left field, and it will be caught. It ran out of steam at the warning track.
Wheeling over there.
Southeast Polk makes the grab. Valley thought they had blown this thing open.
I thought it was out of here, too, the way it came off the bat.
And about 30 minutes later, we are done with the first inning. To the second we go, 3-3, Valley and Southeast Polk tied. You're watching Iowa Girls State Softball.
Hey, Frank. Oh, it looks like you spilled some grease.
Grills are multiplying and you need flavor that's bold.
There's nothing left for you to do
but to go to Fairway, your dream for Midwest meat. It's the one you need. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, you better stake up. Fairway and meat go hand in hand.
This dream is meant for you and me.
Poultry, pork, and beef, your home for Midwest
Fairway, it's the one you need.
Set to go here in inning number 2 of this Class 5A first round matchup. 3-seeded Valley and 6-seeded Southeast Polk 3-3. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson along with you here this evening. Well, I mean, if you're both teams, you just got to reset the mind, and it's 0-0.
Yeah. So Wheatley comes, she was at the plate when the runner got caught stealing, so she gets back up there.
And she lines it right back up the middle. Shortstop's on it. Throw on to first in time for out number 1. Nice heads-up play by London Rowe to make the play. That's good fundamentals right there.
Yeah. She thought she had hit, but London was calling.
Yeah, I guess. Kenna Brooker now up to bat. And Kenna sends that thing foul out to left field.
So you got to think momentum just a little bit on Valley's side right now after
In a way,
coming back, but depends on what Southeast Polk does here.
Brooker, 245 hitter as the sun comes back out. 0-1. That one away. I would say the sunset would be tough here.
Could be.
Still is Josie Watstrom. That one low and out. So Wheatley with the line out to start. Now Watstrom settles in 2-1 pitch upcoming by Zlomke. This one cracked to right field. That's going to be down for a hit.
Drop quick.
Now brings up Kenna Brooker, the right fielder, with a runner on first and just one out.
Now batting for the Rams, number 31, Kenna Brooker.
Those first 2 games, couple games with the bats, a little quiet for the most part. Centennial able to wake everything up in that 3rd game, and then now both teams really swinging well here to start. That one's going to be a strike.
Yeah, going right back here to trying to advance the runner on the bunt.
Valley playing in here in the infield. 0-1. They show bunt again, and going to go foul to be 0-2.
I guess they had a funnel, kicked up some dirt in the fields near Webster City.
I had
Camera.
heard that they had just missed us out to the east, so thankfully the storms all missed, and we got stuck with the heat. No rain to cool us off.
And Ames have been hit hard by rain again.
No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. That one's going to be out and away as they try to get the runner on first, and not in time. Going to get back safe.
She was lucky because she was
close.
leaning the other way and dove. The throw was just a little bit high.
As close as you want to get there if you're a Southeast Polk fan. Zlomke looking for out number 2 of the inning. This one's chopped short, caught on the hop. Throw on to first with the bounce is just in time.
Good piece of hitting, though, to the left side to advance that runner.
So Rowe able to make the play, and it'll be out number 2. The runner does go to second. We go to the top of the batting order, Hallie Clark, who led us off with a double to center in the top of the first inning. Trying to keep her momentum up and rolling here. And Zlomke just misses outside.
Yeah, another hit could bring that, and that's why you wanted to advance that runner, knowing you got the top of the order big sticks coming up.
One good hit, you never know, could bring home that run. That one's lined right back up the middle. Right. That might be exactly what they want. Romich misplays it in center, and that will score the run.
Yeah, I think she was going to be there anyway, but.
So 2 for 2 to start the day for Hallie Clark. And Southeast Polk takes back the lead 4-3. And already a high scoring affair. And Weiland steps up to bat. Bunted for a single in her first at bat. Still 2 outs down. She tries the bunt again. Zlomke throws on to first. Got her just in time for out number 3. They're going to leave one on base, but they do score one, 4-3. Southeast Polk leads. We'll see you in the bottom of the second. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Back here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Southeast Polk leading Valley 4-3 here in the early portion. Still bottom of the second inning. Blake Walker,
don't go away because they were leading 3-0. Yeah. It's been lay it all out there. First inning here.
That one gets away. London Rowe up to bat here. Shortstop's been busy here in the early goings as Price finds the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Rowe, just a freshman, 330 or 393 hitter this year. 24 RBIs, 5 home runs, third most on the team. Price trying to find a pitch she likes. She did not find it, so timeout is called by Rowe as she settles back in. Takes a chop at that one, and it'll even the count back up at 2-2.
Price works pretty quick, though. Gets that ball and gets right in and goes to the wind.
Counts even here. No outs, nobody on here. Starting the bottom of the second inning. In and out of sunshine here in this evening ball game, just past 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
that one's fouled out.
Got the lights flipped on. They'll start coming on here as sun goes down.
Both these teams pretty familiar with the way that this field is shaped out, facing to the southwest. This is pretty much the exact layout for Southeast Polk and Valley, as that one does catch London Rowe, so she's going to be headed off to first base.
Yeah, still one of the best nighttime scenes. The fields over there, where you see the
tree line,
and the setting sun, and that over there is good. But
Carrie Rose back to the top of the batting order. She singled in her first at bat. She's got a runner on first base here. We'll see what Valley tries to do with it if they try to get aggressive on the base pass.
Yes, singled, then scored on that homer by Finn.
1-0, and that one just missing inside. It'll be 2-0. Rose been busy at second base so far in just a couple half innings. Up and away, she stays patient here, and it's 3-0 for Carrie. She's walked 24 times this year. That's the most on the team.
Yeah, you want the leadoff hitter. Get on any way you can.
3-0 upstairs, make it 4-0. And Rose takes off to first base, and runners will be at first and second with nobody out. And it brings up Campbell Broderick,
Price
for a single.
A little high on that first batter and just couldn't connect, and then here 4 straight balls. So is she going to
wipe off the hands? We saw that in that first game for Centennial. Doing all she can to try to get her dry. She's also drying the pitch comm. Probably getting to a point where she probably can't feel whatever it's supposed to be or whatnot, slipping off her hand. Now she gets it figured back out.
Oh, yeah, leave the ball.
Can't take that.
No, you got to bring that back. Leave that out there. Yeah.
Looks like Southeast Polk is going to change pitchers. And looks like, is it 16? Reese Curfey is going to be the new pitcher. 17-3 this, or 7-3 record this season. 55 strikeouts, 3.83 ERA.
For Southeast Polk, number 16, Reese Curfey.
Reese Curfey going to be the one.
For an IMT insurance substitution.
Yeah, IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. All substitution/pitching changes. Brought to you by our friends over at IMT. Early for a pitching change, but sometimes we see our teams switch a pitcher early and then they'll go back to the original
they go back
pitcher
to them and come. Yeah, that's the thing in softball too. You can, Coach Stiles is saying, hey, well, let's change it up. Sometimes those hitters get locked in, and then I've seen it, they bring them back later.
Right. So we'll see what happens, but you got runners on first and second base here. Campbell Broderick, who bunted into a single in her first at-bat, now steps up to bat with runners on first and second and nobody out. And a game that has seen runs aplenty here.
Carrie Rose with 17 stolen bases out at second, and we'll see if they try to send her at some point, especially the new pitcher right on.
First pitch, bunted down. Throw on to first base is going to be in time, so it does move the runners over.
Perfectly executed sacrifice there.
Isla Hervey popped out in her first at-bat of the night. Now has runners on second and third. She'd take another pop out to deep center or left or right if she can bring home a run.
Yeah, that'd tie it up.
Yep. Curfey, a longer windup. First pitch by her is in there for strike one.
She took a long look at that one before holding. And it in for a strike, but these hitters are confident enough they can take one of those and look for the better one.
This one launched to left and foul. Well, the 0-2 quickly. Curfey trying to keep things moving here in the circle.
Just didn't turn enough on that one. Take it the other way from the left side.
Class 5A first round matchup here from Iowa Central Triton Field at Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex here in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Last 5A first round game going on today. This one launched deep center field. That one is out of here. Home run, Isla Hervey, the second home run of the ball game for Valley.
Second 3-run homer of the ball game.
6-4. The Tigers take back the lead in a big way. It is Hervey's just second home run of the game, or second home run of the season.
Another Channel Seeds extra base hit.
So 6-4. Valley on top of Southeast Polk, and Bryn Sibula steps up to bat. Struck out in her first at-bat. The bases are clear here with one out. And that one's low. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Valley came in averaging 7 runs per contest. Southeast Polk just about 6.5. Well on their way for both. It's the runs given up that obviously you'd want to be a little bit better, but might be one of those games.
Yeah, I got a sneaking suspicion we haven't seen the last of the run scoring.
Yeah, quickly 2-0 here for Bryn in the box. Here's 2-0, and that one just inside. It'll be 3-0. Still one out down here in the bottom of the second. Lily Finn, who homered in that first inning, is on deck here for the Tigers. 3-0 pitch by Curfey is going to catch the zone. It'll be 3-1. Trying to fight back here in the at-bat. Sibula, 387 hitter, 39 RBIs coming into this afternoon's match. 3-1 takes a hard swing at that one. It'll be a full count, 3-2. Valley winners of 6 out of the last 8 against Southeast Polk. The Rams took 2 games last year against the Tigers. Full count. This one launched to deep center, but they call everyone off for out number 2. Jaden Woods able to make the play. So nobody on, and 2 outs now for Lily Finn. Back up to bat. With that big 3-run home run that was able to tie the game back in the bottom of the first. Now finds her team with the lead, 6-4. We're going to try to cushion it just a little bit here if she can. Pitch by Curfey right down the middle for strike 1. Coach Bakey watching intently here, probably happy with how his team has responded here.
Yeah.
That one gets away from the catcher. It'll be 1-1. Finn's home run was her 9th of the season, 37 RBIs, 324 hitting when she came into tonight. Trying to improve that even more. 1-1 in there for strike 2. Two outs down. Southeast Polk trying to get out of this half inning here. As Curfey trying to get the job done here in the circle. On the 1-2 pitch and misses out away for 2-2.
Yeah, again, don't want to give Finn anything at all. Still kind of a hitter's count.
Even count, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Curfey gets out of it with a strikeout. Valley puts up 3 on the board thanks to the 3-run shot by Edla Hervey, and that will do it for the end of the second inning. We go to the top of the third, 6-4. Valley leads over Southeast Polk.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Ivy Orilko is going to lead things off here for Southeast Polk in the top of the third, 6-4. Valley leads over the Rams. Link Walker, Dar Danielson along with you here. A lot of action so far, Dar, in our final 5A game of the day.
And just going back to that last half inning, a walk, a hit by a pitch, then a home run.
Yes.
So 2, mistakes in pitching, and then the home run turns it into a 2-run lead.
miss outside there. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike here.
And Aroko hit that deep sack fly her first at bat, so well, she's got a little pop for the first baseman.
Counts even here for Zlomke as that one's out and away again, and it's 2-1. Obviously, for both these two teams, goal would be trying to get out of here these half innings, trying to make them quicker and get out of here with no runs given up. Don't put so much pressure on your offense. So Rilko sends that one to left. That's going to get down for a single. Ivy shows her power there to get down onto the base paths.
Yeah, good, strong hit, but Brower right there to hold her to the single.
Now batting for the Rams, number 24.
Brings out Carter Price. Was originally starting pitcher here this afternoon. Singled in her first at bat. That one misses 4 ball 1. 377 hitter. 38 RBIs this year for Carter. Zlomke finds the zone. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Great mixture of Valley and Southeast Polk faithful here. They've had a lot to cheer about here in the early portions. This one's fouled back. It'll be 1-2.
Yeah, a lot of swings back and forth in the early innings. We're only in the
exciting
third.
Game. Everybody likes hits.
Yeah, only in the third, and we've already seen a couple deep shots. And
we didn't have any homers in those first 2 games to start the day, and now quite a few here in these last 2 of the day, Class 5A.
Yeah, Centennial showed why they're a threat.
Their home run total up to 87 now this season as the record continues to grow. Even count. This one's skied to right. Valley will roam underneath of it and make the grab for out number 1. Jordan Huffman makes the play.
Jordan Huffman, right field for out number 1.
Brings up Jaden Woods, the center fielder, popped out in her first at-bat.
Now batting for the Rams.
With the runner still on first base here for Southeast Polk.
Still just 1 out, too, so.
Zlomke checking with something here at the dugout. Don't know if it's something PitchCom related.
Is it sunglasses? Or no, something else.
It might be Rosenbach.
Rosenbach. We've seen more Rosenbach changes in these first couple of games, but you know that's when you're sweating a lot and it's just humid, man.
Tomorrow much cooler, high of 80 it looks like for tomorrow, so temperature's cooling off a little bit. It should help a couple of these girls out.
Yeah, much cooler, 80.
Yes. Yeah.
But when you're 95 and 105 heat index,
day and night.
Yep.
That was in there for strike 1 up against Woods. 0-1 pitch. And just misses. Going to go 1-1. Quite the game so far. Up and down for both teams. Nice stop at the backstop. 2-1 here. 6-4. 3-seeded Valley leading 4-seeded Southeast Polk here in the top of the 3rd inning. 2-1. This one going to be lined right into the gap. Going to be down for a single. Runners will be at first and second. Thanks to the bat of Jaden Woods.
And Aroko was running, and that ball got right through before she didn't have to stop or anything. But, yeah, a nice just slap it through the gap.
Tamontree now up to bat. She singled in her first at-bat.
Now batting for the Rams, number 1, Haley.
At the end of this full 3rd inning, we'll take that 3-minute water break. And we saw a couple of those teams were Centennial and Dowling. They were kind of struggling to get to that.
Yeah. You had a couple
running out of steam.
Long innings where they're batting through, and then, by the time you got there, it was like, wow.
Already had pretty much a 30-minute first inning between these two in this first game, so it's crawled on here.
Now we got the tying run at first with 1 out.
Slomke misses outside. So Demontre settles back in here with 1 out, runners on first and second, and gonna have a meeting here in the circle.
Well, you know, these pitchers, they throw a lot of pitches and a lot of innings, but again, it's back to, I think, the conditions with that, you know, grip and the sweat and trying to, because you lose the grip and it just changes where that location is going to be, and you just can't control it as much. Good shot there, Rilko. Then Slomke, the pitcher.
Yeah, ready to go on second base. Popped out to the left, and that's going to be a foul. Going to make it 2-1.
No trouble that outfield camera earlier blowing around a little too much. It was getting kind of shaky, so we didn't use that as much. But
it's still blowing steadily out to right field.
Yeah,
it's definitely shifted throughout the day.
Quite as heavy, though.
2-1, and that one is low. It'll be 3-1. Slomke going to do all she can here to try to keep this thing away from bases loaded. I haven't seen if they've been warming up anybody in the bullpen for Valley. We know Southeast Polk obviously changed. That's the walk, and it'll be a full bases loaded here for Ella Wheatley.
1 out.
And it looks like Reese Curfey is going to come out and bat here for Southeast Polk with the bases loaded. We'll see what Coach Bakey does here.
So she was pitching, right? So she's coming.
Yep. Doesn't
look for it in the DP spot,
yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Coach Bakey's going to make a change. Just kind of talking with his infield.
Yeah, reminding them they could come home with it.
Yep.
Get that lead runner.
So bases juiced here for the Rams. Again, just 1 out down.
Now batting for the Rams, number 16.
And Reese Curfey steps up into the box. 310 hitter this year. 9 RBIs, 9 hits. Has a chance to get Southeast Polk either a tie or at least back in it within 1. Or take the lead entirely. 1-0 by Slomke is going to catch the zone. It'll be 1-1.
Being very choosy up there, Southeast Polk, and it's paid off here so far in this inning.
Only walked once. That last walk was the first walk they've had of the ball game. It's 2-1 here. If they stay patient enough and get the pitches they want, it could be 6-5. Don't even have to swing the bat. That one's low. It's going to be 3-1.
So now the second baseman, shortstop come in and say, okay, come on, we're back here. Just let him put it in play.
3-1. This one launched deep left field. Left fielder roaming back, and it is gone out of here, and another grand slam.
Big swing.
Southeast Polk takes back the lead, 8-6, off the bat of Reese Curfey, her first home run of the season. Her first extra base hit of the season. Holy cow.
In the state tournament.
Big players make big-time plays in big moments, and that's exactly what Reese Curfey just did. That one just barely snuck over top of the fence in left field.
Yeah, Brower,
and 6-seeded Southeast Polk takes back the lead 8-6.
Brower going back, and she couldn't tell. And it just enough to get over that fence. Man.
8-6. You know, earlier today, I think it was Southeast Warren scored 21 runs, and that was the largest amount of runs or the highest scoring game they've ever had at state softball tournament. We're going to have a pitching change here.
Yeah,
Taylor Schwigendorf, the senior, will come in to pitch. 3.29 ERA, 11-5 record.
Well, you and I have
Valley.
already done a lot of games together at the tournament. The last couple here so far, the number of home runs we've seen is a lot for
I know.
You know?
Home runs are fun.
Yeah, they are.
I don't hate against home runs. So Coach Bakey's going to go to the center and just have a chat here, and I believe, it's going to be Schwiggendorf who will be pitching here. So Zlomke will come out for now, and Schwiggendorf will start to warm up. 50 strikeouts. He's walked 25. So, 8-6, still just one out down.
And then another IMT insurance substitution.
Yeah, IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com.
Entering the game at center field, number 2, Campbell Broderick.
So that's 2 games for us this afternoon, 2 grand slams.
So Campbell Broderick will go to center field.
Broderick goes out to center field for Valley. Quite the first game here.
I'm glad the coaches know all this stuff on the substitution.
Well, that's why Coach Bakey has that big
players.
board.
Yeah, he's got that board of who's going where and what.
That's exactly why he has it, so that way everybody knows. All right.
This is going here. We can do that. This is the DP.
I clearly
this is the
need
flex.
a board like
that. I do too. It's like, man.
All right, so Schwiggendorf in the circle. This brings up Josie Wadstrom, I believe. Yes. She singled in her first at-bat tonight. If you're just tuning in, no, the inning's not wrong. It's the top of the third, and it's 8-6. Southeast Polk leads Valley. 3 runs in the first for the Rams, 1 in the second, now 4 in the third. Valley's put up 3 apiece to start in their 2 innings at bat.
So we got 3 lead changes?
Something like that. We're going to need a lead change counter.
Yeah.
Schwiggendorf is 2-0 to start. That first one slipped off her hand. I think she's quickly going to figure out that it is quite sweaty out there, and she doesn't have a towel or anything to help dry it off. High and away, and it's going to be 3-0. So now she's got to kind of acclimate herself to the conditions. I bet if you did check the temperature, I bet it's probably still 89, 88, something like that.
88.
88.
Let's see what the feels like is. 97.
Jeez. Schwiggendorf does catch the zone. It's 3-1.
19 counties still under 20 to watch, including this one.
Barely. Rain threat is gone for the night. 3-1. And it'll be Wadstrom ducks out of the way, and it's a walk. Runner will go to first with still just 1 out down, and this will bring up Kenna Brooker, who lined out in her first at-bat.
And then you want to get back up to the plate, too, when pitchers are having trouble with the grip, because you're thinking, man.
Now, Schwiggendorf, those first 4 pitches, or first 5, a little bit of a struggle there. You can see she's just kind of swinging her arm around. It's not like she's hurt. She's just trying to dry off.
It's not kind of going where it usually goes.
1-0. Just misses outside again. It'll be 2-0. She's just missing on the outside corner. Two balls, no strikes. That one a little bit higher, but it does catch the zone. It'll be 2-1 here.
Kind of fainting like she might come up and slap hit it. You
just don't see a lot of slap hitters.
Not anymore,
up here
you don't.
5A.
No.
Yeah, let alone in general. Brooker's a 245 hitter. That one will go down as a strike. They do throw out to first, and it gets past the first baseman, but Southeast Polk does not run. So the count's even at 2-2. Schwiggendorf misses outside. Count goes to 3-2, trying to avoid Besides that grand slam, it'd be 3 walks and 4 at-bats. Ivy Orilko is the one that started things off for Southeast Polk with that single out to left. And that one's going to be low for a walk. So to the top of the batting order we go.
Yeah, what I say in that last inning is a walk and a hit by pitch that ended up hurting Southeast Polk. Now here, turn around.
Our score sheets are going to be unreadable.
Clark was a double and a single and a run scored.
Good pitch by Schwigendorf is in there for strike 1. One out, runner on first and second here for Southeast Polk. This one's going to be chopped into the gap. Right fielder hops on top of it, but the bases will be loaded for Southeast Polk once again, as Clark is 3 for 3 on the day. And it brings up Wheeland, who is a single on a bunt and then bunted into an out. 1 of 2 on the day.
And scored a run, too, with that first bunt.
Bases loaded. That one does catch the bottom corner of the zone for strike 1. Weiland this season, 9 RBIs, no home runs. Curfew didn't have any home runs either. 1-0. Slap short. That's going to get down for a hit. And they're going to send the runner from third, and now they're in a rundown. And the tag will be down. It's most likely a hit and run. It does advance the runners from second and third, so they do get a score out of it. So Weiland does grab the single, but it is out for out number 2 on the tag out. Runners will be at second and third. And Orilko will come up to bat. She's the one that started us off here in the top of the third. It's 5 runs in the top of the third here for Southeast Polk. That one's low for ball 1. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Not many words for it. Low again. It'll be 2-0. And you think, I mean, there's got to be trends of some sort. You're like, there's no way this continues back and forth like this.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that says it doesn't.
Well, as long as the pitchers can't get that grip and get, control,
right.
It's been an issue on both sides,
2-0 pitch by Schwigendorf is in there for strike 1, so it would be 2-1.
And all these batters are being pretty choosy, too. They're not giving up.
Two outs, runner on second and third. This one's launched to deep center. Broderick roaming back and making the catch up against the fence for out number 3. 5 runs put up here in the top of the third. 2 left on. Southeast Polk takes back the lead. 9-6. Take a breather. We'll be back at the bottom of the third.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Back here in the bottom of the third, 6-seeded Southeast Polk leads 3-seeded Valley 9-6. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. Boy, Dar, what a game we have had so far. Up and down we've gone.
Yeah, don't tune out yet, because I've got a feeling we might see the lead change again the way things are going.
Isla Brower in the box. Reese Curfey in the circle, helping her team out in a big way with that grand slam in that last half inning. Brower walked in her first at-bat tonight, back in the first. 1-0 pitch upstairs. It'll be 2-0. Brower settles back in. Here comes the 2-0 pitch by Curfey.
Usually this is the type of thing you see late in the game when the pitchers are tired and but
one of those
in the
days.
Third inning, yeah, it's just one, and it is. I think conditions for the pitchers have been just.
I think I just got an update. Clarksville and North Butler currently in 11 innings over in Class 1A. That one's going to get down for a single for Isla Brower.
Clarksville, the defending champ, right?
Yes, Clarksville is the defending champ and now taken to 11 innings against North Butler.
Knocked out my Janesville Wildcats out of the tournament.
All right, yep. Say that. Yep.
Matty
Zlomke up to bat.
They've got talking about building programs. They've been pretty good over there
Absolutely.
in 1A. Clarksville.
Zlomke singled in her first at-bat tonight. She's got runner on first. Boy, I feel like we have opened these half innings with the runner on first every time. That one lined back up the middle, and Woods is able to make the grab. Nice leaping grab out in center field.
Let's see. Sometimes a big defensive play like that, but that gets over her head. And
almost two hands on it just to be sure, but she makes a heck of a grab. And Jordan Huffman steps up to bat. She lined out in her first at-bat. Southeast Polk would love nothing more than a quick inning here, getting a couple quick outs. This one launched to left, deep left. Is it enough to go? No, it's caught by the left fielder, out for out number 2. Well, I tell you what, here on this field, everything off the bat really looks good.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes when they're higher, you can see it, but man, that one looked like it was.
I watched the people in the outfield, or I watched the people past the fence line. If they start ducking out of the way, it's probably good.
Well, the outfielders, though, they're not sure exactly, too, when they're coming out there.
Runner on first base here, London Rowe up to bat. Takes a hard swing and a miss. They throw to second base, and they got her. What a play. Tamantri, the catcher, gets the play done, and Southeast Polk slams the door in the bottom of the third. 9-6 Rams lead over the Tigers. We'll take a break for hydration, and when we come back, we're going to the fourth.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Southeast Polk, 6 seed, leads over 3-seeded West Des Moines Valley 9-6. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson, along with you here this evening.
That was the first inning where no runs scored. And it came on 3 big.
First half inning, yes.
Yeah, first half inning, First half inning where no runs were scored, and it came on the first, over the shoulder catch in center, then the play in the left, and then that rocket down from the catcher, Thaman to Hallie Clark, shortstop to get the out. And defense, let's see if that spurs Southeast Polk here now to add to the lead, or just we'll see what happens.
9-6 is your score. Southeast Polk came into today 24-16. Valley 33-8 on the season. Another good season for Coach Bakey and his crew. Southeast Polk went through the ringer. A tough schedule, as always, for Coach Stiles' crew. But, boy, they have come out swinging today. A couple home runs. Curfew, the big grand slam, her first home run of the season to get Southeast Polk back on top 9-6. Been a fun first day here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. 20 whole games today being played and much more tomorrow as we move into a couple of the elimination round games, which will be very interesting to see how some of those coaches handle those and how the depth moves.
It goes, yeah. And then, of course, we'll be right back here in the afternoon games. Yeah, then you look at that pitching, and then with some of the pitching here, just an anomaly because of the sweat and the conditions, and can they come back out? And, of course, high school, you're used to doing that because the pitching motion is like in baseball where you're, putting all that stress on your arm. So, yeah, the strategy will be interesting. Of course, they play through some tournaments during the year, too.
Especially, here in Fort Dodge and everything else. Yeah, it's been – every team goes through the ringer. They play in tournaments almost every Saturday, so – everybody goes through ups and downs throughout the season, Saturday tournaments. I mean, most of these teams, I think, that make it here to the state tournament play those Saturday tournaments. They are just a big part of it.
Well, you got to, and then it builds up your game count and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And you get used to that tournament feel.
Teely Schwigendorf, the senior pitcher, still going to be out there for Valley. Came in at that last half inning in relief for Maddie Zlomke. They do have another pitcher warming up in the pen. It possibly could be Maddie Zlomke just getting things back rolling. But Southeast Polk will be back up to bat here. It should be Carter Price, I believe, up first. And see if the Rams can continue this onslaught. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third. Valley just trying to slow them down at this point.
Yeah, they batted around that third, and for Valley, they need a big defensive inning like Southeast Polk had last time to kind of shut it down and come right back to the plate.
Trying to keep things loaded up. Waukee Northwest started the day with a win over Pleasant Valley to advance on to the next round. Dallas Center Rhymes took out Cedar Rapids Kennedy. The Mustangs will take on the Wolves, and Pleasant Valley will take on Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Then here, Ankeny Centennial took care of business against Dowling Catholic. Winner of this game will play Centennial, and the loser will play Dowling Catholic tomorrow.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for Southeast Polk.
All right, to the top of the 4th we go. Carter Price singled in the first, popped out in the third. Now up to bat here to start the 4th. And the first pitch she sees is going to be lined out to right field. Catch is made for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out, Dar. That's a good thing if you're a Valley fan.
Yeah, Jordan Huffman. And let's see. It's been
Jaden Woods, who made that really nice grab out in center field up to bat. She's 1 of 2 today with a single to right. Schwiegendorf trying to keep the momentum rolling. And a second pitch, second swing there for Southeast Polk. Going to make it 0-1 here with Woods in the box. That one high and away. Woods barely backs out of the way just in time. 426 hitter is Woods, the senior. 1 home run, 14 RBIs this year. Look at Teely back in the circle here. 1-1 pitch. This one sent to left and going to drop right in front of the left fielder. And down for a single, Jaden Woods.
Well, she did. That was a nice play on it to keep it to a single, because if it gets by her, it's an easy double there, but good play by Brower.
Now batting for the Rams.
It's continued to roll in for Southeast Polk. unofficially. I got Southeast Polk down for 11 hits already. Again, unofficial. High and away upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. One out down and a runner on first base here for Southeast Polk. And that one's going to be low for ball 2. That 1 out, Dar, crucial. But the 1 out also happened in that last half inning when Southeast Polk then took on a run. You're not safe with that 1 out. And we saw that in the Centennial game, 2 outs, the same thing. As Schwiegendorf just got a miss, and it's going to be 3-0.
Let you turn a play, here, there, get out of the inning quick.
9-6, Southeast Polk leads the way here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And just catches the zone. It'll be 3-1. This is Tamandri up to bat. Singled and walked. Pops this one out to shallow center, and the catch is made for out number 2. Ella Wheatley going to come up to bat now.
Now batting for the Rams, number 16.
Wheatley was thrown, or excuse me, this is going to be Reese Curfey.
Curfey, yeah. She came in at the DP spot last time, yeah.
Curfey had the grand slam in the last inning for Southeast Polk to give them the lead. First homer of the season for Reese. Also on pitching duties right now for the Rams. That one just going to miss outside. It's going to be upstairs 2-0. Two outs, a runner remains on first base. That one gonna just catch the zone on the bottom, and it's 2-1. Valley trying to hold Southeast Polk to no runs as Curfey gives it a ride. Broderick roams underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 3. 1 left on, nobody scores. Valley will take it after what's happened so far in this one. We'll see in the bottom of the 4th. 9-6, Southeast Polk leads.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Looks like another perfect day to get out there and enjoy the summer.
Oh, before she gets in the car, it's easy to choose.
Iowa State Fair, August 13th through the 23rd.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Southeast Polk leading Valley 9-6. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. Valley up to bat here as the defense was able to get away, giving up nothing to the Rams in that last half inning. So seeing what they can do here in the bottom of the 4th. As this is
London Rowe.
London Rowe up to bat. Caught stealing. Valley was to end that last half inning. Rowe was batting. In there for strike 1. It'll be 2-1. Rowe was hit by a pitch in her first at bat of the ball game. Curfey still in the circle here for Southeast Polk. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Evens it back up at 2-2.
Here again, if you can get your number 9 batter on and then turn it over, back up to the top.
Rowe is a 9-hitter, 393, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs. Pretty wild at a 9 spot. Foul tips that one back. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes once again. Defense is trying to settle in here as we've made our way to the 4th. Trying to go a long way. Count is even. Here comes the pitch by Curfey. And attempt at a frame. Just misses, and it's 3-2.
I was talking over there, one of the things you get with the new press box and stuff here, you get more restrooms, which fans always like, you know.
Full count, 3-2, fouled back. Coach Bakey and his team probably, I don't know if the nerves are too high because you trailed by 3 in the first and you were able to get 3 back up just like that. So I don't know if the nerves are high yet.
No, you can, and we're still just in the
bottom of the 4th,
So, you've been able to get some runs, so just keep battling.
3-2, and a swing and a miss for a strikeout for Curfey. Here in the bottom of the 4th.
It was a good long at bat by Rowe, but credit Curfey. She came stuck with it and got her out of there.
Carrie Rose back up to bat, singled and a walk here in this one so far. Nobody on first here for Valley as Rose watches that one go high for ball 1.
Yep, she scored both times, so.
And you expect that out of Carrie. 68 hits, now 69 hits on the year.
Yeah, that's why she's at leadoff spot.
24 RBIs this year as well, so really, really strong. 1-0 pitch, catches the zone. It's going to be 1-1 up front.
Seen on the basketball floor quickness, too.
Yes.
So that shows you, too, when she gets on those base paths. Man, it's getting late. My tongue is getting tired.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here as Curfey's able to get it in there as well. And it's 1-2, and Rose going to think about it here just a little bit.
Took the helmet off. And
she's only struck out 5 times this year. And she's walked 25 times. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, low in the dirt. Thankfully, nobody on base for Southeast Polk evens the count back up at 2 apiece.
Hard off the catcher there.
Yeah, a little bit of a drop there for Tamontri as it just kind of bounced off her ankle, so they're going to take a little bit of a break and a breather.
It's only the 4th inning, but they've been long innings for her back there.
Yes,
she's had a lot of pitches coming in. And
they have.
So takes a little hit there, and she's ready to go, I think.
Curfey will set back into the circle. It's 2-2 with 1 out down. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Southeast Polk leading 9-6 over Valley in this high-scoring 5A affair. Rose reaches out to get it and plunks it right in the gap, all the way against the fence line, and Rose gets into second base standing up.
What a beautiful piece of hitting. Take that ball, go right with it into the gap there.
Exactly what they needed for the Valley Tigers with just 1 out down, and it brings up Campbell Broderick now at center field. Broderick, a bunt and a sacrifice bunt to start things out tonight.
Yeah, started out as a designated player. Then, as you said, moved to center field.
And has settled in nicely out there at center. That pitch just going to miss outside for ball 1. Valley won the first matchup this year between these two, 6-0, then 9-1, and then 3-2. So this is out of the ordinary between these two teams, at least this year. Broderick gives this thing a ride to foul left.
She was trying to kind of go the other way, too, a little late on it.
Draws it even at 1-1. Sun still outshining here on this field, trying to get behind the tree line here as the evening progresses on just past the top of the hour here. That one catches the zone. It's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah,
Murphy
still
trying to go for out number 2.
Longer days of summer yet. Even though we're heading toward the end of July. Hard to believe, but
it is.
Won't be long. We'll be at the football stadiums and volleyball games.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch upstairs on the rise ball, and it's 2-2. So just a runner stranded up on top of second base. Valley going to try to bring her home and cut back into this lead ever so slightly. Here comes the 2-2 out and away, and it'll be 3-2. Broderick this season has only walked 5 times. Trying to make it 6 here. With the count full at 3-2, and Curfew trying to sit her down.
Couple homers, too, so she's got a little pop.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Did it catch the zone? No, it didn't.
That was...
And a walk for Campbell Broderick. And runners will be on first and second with Isla Hervey up to bat, who had the home run.
Mm-hmm.
And the way this game's going, it wouldn't surprise me. So runners will be on first and second here with still 1 out for the Valley Tigers here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 3, Ilsa Hervey.
That went in there for strike 1.
She had a notion, though, but...
Runners are on first and second here. Still just 1 out down. Curfew here in the circle on the pitch. Ilsa gives it a ride out to center, and Woods races up to make the play for out number 2. And Hervey
a little too much under it on that one.
Bryn Cibula steps up to bat. 0 of 2 on the night with a strikeout and a pop out. Valley trying to at least get out of here with something up on the board and try not to go 2 straight innings without giving or without putting anything in the scoring column. That one low, hit the turf. 1-0.
You wonder now. I wonder if they might send Rose. But.
Cibula, a 387 hitter, 39 RBIs, 4 home runs. That one lined to the shortstop. They'll take the easy out at second. 2 left on. Southeast Polk gets out of it. 9-6 Rams lead. We'll see you in the top of the 5th. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
Excuse me, man. You dropped this.
Oh.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Southeast Polk leads Valley 9-6. We are done with hydration breaks for the evening. It's been determined that it's cool enough that they won't need any. This is a 5A side. 5A side of the bracket. Dar and I calling all 5A games, but it's worth noting that if you want a double box, Clarksville and North Butler currently in the bottom of the 14th inning. That's 2 whole games.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. North Butler giving the defending champs all they got. So, top 5 we go.
See, Swigendorf, they're ready in the circle.
And that pitch low and outside. Josie Wattstrom up to bat here. Single and a walk today for the Rams.
Yeah, we're getting at the point in the game where they don't want to give up anything more. They want to get back in and get at the bats because your at-bats are getting less.
About to that time. That one's going to be out and away for ball 2. Schwigendorf using the rosin bag, just trying to keep her hand dry. And again, misses outside. It's going to be 3-0. Zlomke, I believe, was the one warming up once again. Obviously, she started the game for the Valley Tigers and then was pulled just a little bit ago. It's a 4-pitch. Nope.
Nope, that one
caught the zone.
the edge.
3-1.
Yep. Right on the edge there.
So Wattstrom looking for back-to-back walks here. Very patient at the plate. 3-1 pitch. This one lined over top of Kari Rose's head. And a single for Wattstrom, her second of the night. And the hits continue to pile up. 8-8 in the bottom of the 14th is that score down there in Class 1A. That is unreal. And I believe Zlomke is coming back out for a pitching change.
Yep, I've seen that many a time out of
So
Coach Bakey.
Zlomke's going to come back out for a pitching change. And while she does that, we're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, more action here from the top of the 5th. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
Excuse me, man. You dropped this.
Back here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson along with you here. Maddie Zlomke back in the circle. Any other changes you see out there, Dar?
What's that?
I saw you with the bird watcher, so I just assumed.
Oh, I was just checking to be sure.
If anything changed.
Yeah. I don't think so, other than the pitcher.
Kenna Brooker is the one in the box here. Runner on first and nobody out after the single by Josie Wattstrom. Southeast Polk just trying to extend the lead here in the top of the 5th over Valley. That one's going to be low, and it'll be 2-0. Valley playing a little bit here playing in the infield. Third baseman's up, first baseman's up. A lot of open field in the center. Foul back, it'll be 2-1. Southeast Polk really hasn't. They've played from behind. Valley's played from behind. That's how up and down this game has been. Southeast Polk led 6-3, and then Valley chipped back away. Bunt is laid, and it's backwards for a foul. It's 2-2.
Yeah, the couple. This is that third and fourth where they had some big defensive plays there that kind of shut Valley off when they looked like they might challenge back into it.
And I feel like a lot of these innings have opened with hits.
Yeah. Rose, last inning, Rose got that double to lead it off. She ends up getting stranded out there.
And this is the type of game where runners left on
will
really stick out in the box score. Southeast Polk's been able to get a couple home here. Even count here by Zlomke, and that one gets away from the catcher. I thought maybe she went, but the runner does go to second, so it's going to be 3-2. They're going to check. Yep, she did not go. A little late of a check, but they did check, and it's 3-2 here for Zlomke.
The runner advances on the pass ball.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good point. They check the.
Well, it's been those mistakes, hit by pitch of walks that have ended up hurting both these teams.
There's the slap hit picked up by the third baseman. Throw on to first is dropped, and an error for Valley as Kenna Brooker reaches on the error. So a couple mistakes piling up here for the Tigers. Runners will be at the corners with nobody out. And now we go to the top of the batting order, Dar, with Hallie Clark, who is 3 for 3 on the day.
A double scored, single.
That one outside. They take the runner
throw
to
down
second.
and get the
That
runner.
was
Big
aggressive,
play.
and they're not going to get
yeah.
it.
That was
a little bit of a late jump, I think, is what cost him. Great throw.
But a big defensive play. Good, by Hervey to gun her down.
Ilsa did a great job to make it a play at second. And one out down here with the runner now just on third base. This one sent to right and caught out in right field. They tagged the runner and safe at home.
I was going to say that was almost deep enough, and it was.
Huffman was able to make the grab, but Clark able to grab the sac fly. And it is 10-6. Southeast Polk leads over Valley with 2 outs down now. And Brooklyn Whelan steps up to bat. A bunt in the first, bunted to an out in the second, and singled in the third. The Rams today, Dar, have just really jumped out on the Tigers in a way that I don't think a lot of people really saw coming.
And then they answered. When Valley answered, they answered back.
There's still a lot of ball left to be played.
Still time, but.
Bunt laid, and a tag made by Valley over on first base. 1 run scores, 10-6. Bottom 5 we go. Southeast Polk leads over Valley.
Life's buzzing with energy. From the delightfully routine, to the novel and exciting, to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dart Danielson along with you here. Lily Finn leads us off here to start the bottom of the 5th. The 6th-seeded Southeast Polk Rams lead 3-seeded Valley.
Valley
as that one hits Finn, and she'll go to first base.
I was just about to say they haven't been able to string things together, get a double and a walk last inning and left the runner stranded. They singled the lead off the third inning and then some big defensive plays. So let's see if that leadoff hit batter gets them going.
Isla Brower, who walked in the first and singled in the third, now steps up to bat. Curvey still in the circle here for Southeast Polk. Coach Bakey's going to call time here.
I think he's going to run for.
So Finn comes out.
Yeah.
And in goes number 13, Casey Muster. Saw her earlier.
Yeah. Maybe a little more speed there over there.
Yep. 6 stolen bases coming into today for Casey. Or Cassie.
You want to cut into it a little bit here if you can. Yeah, Cassie, you're right.
So 1 ball, no strikes. Runner will be on first base here. For Valley trying to get back into this game here. 10-6. This one lined to left, and that one is gone. A line shot to left field. 2-run homer.
Cleared the wall
for Isla Brower.
Just a bit.
That one's hang time just didn't exist. There was no hang time. It was a straight liner to left. And Valley, just like that, chips back away. It's 10-8 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, I say you just need to get a couple to kind of at least, and boom. Man.
How many total home runs have we had today? We didn't have any in the first 2 games of the day. In the 2 wins. Centennial hit 3.
2.
Darrell count them up for
That's
us.
the 3rd in this game here. I'd have to go back and let's see. And then
Matty Zlomke now up to bat here for Valley. Again, no outs.
So we've had, is it 5 in this game?
That sounds about right.
And then we had probably 4 or 5 in the first.
3 in the first one.
Or was it 3?
Centennial, yep.
Okay. Yeah, grand slam and then.
So the home runs have come here in these last 2 games of the night. As that one just misses outside, it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike.
To Zlomke, who's back pitching, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Singled in the first, popped out in the 3rd. 1-1 for Curfew, low and away.
That bounces in.
It's 2-1, yep. Two balls and 1 strike. Strikes, base paths are cleared. This one's launched to left. Left fielder roaming over, and not enough time as it drops for a foul to count it at 2-2.
Yeah, Whalen was on the run, but
Jordan Huffman on deck here, 0 for 2 in this one. Valley doing a little bit of work here to at least get it back within 2, and still a lot of time to play with. Still no outs here as time is called by Zlomke. Count still even here, 2-2. There's Zlomke in the box. And that one's in there. Just catches the top of the zone for strike 3.
it dropped late and caught it. As it looked like it was high, and she waited, and boom, it just, the bottom dropped out at the end.
Really nice pitch by Curfew, and it brings up Jordan Huffman. That's 1 out down for Southeast Polk. Talked about it, Huffman 0 of 2 in this one so far.
Flying out to the left both times.
First pitch she sees is just going to miss. 4-1. Southeast Polk came in today averaging 6.5 runs per game, and the stat total already 10 today. And the runs against is really what it's been. Southeast Polk has only given up 4 a game, Valley just about 2, and obviously that is flipped on its head here.
Yeah.
Things change at the state tournament. Throw the stats out the window.
Well, and then you get conditions and just a little bit of everything, the heat. And
1-1, foul down the left field line.
And, you know, they always talk about football defensive backs having to have a short memory. Well, these pitchers have had to do that too, because they've seen a lot of runners, but then you just got to come back and bear down when you need it. And
I think the wind has almost made a full 360 since I got here earlier today. It's now starting
it's
to blow
not
itself
going back the other way.
in,
And I can see that flag, the flag over there.
1-2, and fouled back by Huffman. Still 1 out, nobody on here for Valley in the bottom of the 5th. 1 ball and 2 strikes here for Curfew in the circle. Up against Jordan Huffman, the right fielder. And Huffman swings through it for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts.
Strikeouts, yep.
For Curfey, maybe starting to settle in just a little bit there after that home run. And London Rose steps up to bat.
Now batting for the Tigers.
Well,
London was hit by a pitch and then struck out in the 4th.
Was at the plate when they got that caught stealing, so she's...
Curfey just missing, and it's going to be 1-0.
Coach Bakey would like nothing more than to see her get on and turn the lineup over to the top again. Where Rose sitting up there at 3 for 3.
Curfey trying to get out of this half inning as that one does catch it. It's going to be 1-1. Two runs here in this half inning by Valley. Southeast Polk put up 1 in the top of the 5th to make it 10-6. Rowe watches that one go by just outside. It's 2-1. Sun pretty much almost past the tree line here for those out in the outfield. Not that it's been too big of a worry. And for the fans here, hoping that it continues to cool down. 2-1, just missing inside, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, again, you want to bear down here because you got the top of the order coming up. 2 outs, but we see in this game it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
They've been
the lineup.
How many outs? It
doesn't seem to matter. Here comes the 3-1 by Curfey, and it's upstairs for a 4-1 count and a walk for Rowe. And back to the top of the batting order, Carrie Rose is going to come up to bat. They're going to have a courtesy runner come out. It is going to be Lillian Stamets, the sophomore, who has 6 stolen bases on the year. She'll come out and run on first base.
So Rose, a single scored, a walk and scored, a double, and got stranded in the 4th.
Coach Stiles coming out and just having a quick chat with her infield.
She now represents the tying run.
Yep. There's Carrie's day so far today, 1 for 3.
Did not have a home run, though.
Did not have a home run. That is actually wrong. Never mind.
Run scored.
1 home run, or 1 walk, 1 single, 1 double.
And 2 runs scored.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Carrie Rose.
I appreciate the effort, though. It was there. Nice new graphics packages this year. Everything looking great here on the live streams. Huge credit to our entire staff here on the Girls Union Digital Network today. 5 games. I remember when the double elimination came out, I think the first thing I did was I texted Pete, our head guy, and I said, what are we going to do?
Yeah, because more than double what
we were running 2 games at a
streams.
time.
Yeah.
Unheard of, but boy, everything is. Had a couple hiccups today, but working through them, and huge credit to our entire staff. Long day. And it's going to be a long day continuing down over there in Class 1A. Because as far as I know, that game's still going on. Here's Curfey with the 1 ball and 1 strike pitch to Rose. Runner goes to second.
Oh, got under it.
Not in time.
That ball took a
Weird
bad
bounce,
hop for her
yeah.
to get. She had to snag it and Rose slid under it, and just the way it bounced was not a bad throw.
7th stolen base on the season for Stamets. Ten to 8. Southeast Polk leads. That one's low in the turf. It'll be 3-1.
Now Rowe putting a little more pressure on the defense out there.
Now Southeast Polk trying to hold on to this 2-run lead. They don't want to give up anything more than they have to here.
With the dangerous leadoff batter up there.
Yep. Here comes the 3-1. Rose, boy, it was a good pitch to hit. She was just a little late on it. And it runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Here we go. Here's that, as they say in soccer, 1v1 pitcher
it is.
against batter. And what's going to happen?
Runner on second base here with 2 outs for Valley. On the full count, and that one misses out and away, and Rose has their second walk of the night. Runners will be on first and second with Campbell Broderick coming up to bat. Bunted for a single in the first, sacrifice bunt in the second, and then she walked in the fourth. That's how she's gotten to this point.
So now the tying run at first with 2 outs.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a possible pitching change, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Southeast Polk is going to go to Carly Kielman. 3-3 record on the season, 19 strikeouts, 3.18 ERA this year for Kielman. So they'll get her warmed up. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more action here from the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
For Southeast Polk, number 7, Carly Kuhlman.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Looks like another perfect day to get out there and enjoy the summer.
Oh, before she gets in the car. It's easy to choose.
Iowa State Fair, August 13th through the 23rd.
Campbell Broderick now batting here for Valley with runners on first and second with 2 outs. And it's Carly Kielman, the sophomore, now in the circle. As Southeast Polk now on their third pitcher of the night. 1-0 pitch. And that one just missing.
Yeah, just drop
2-0, yep.
Drop a little late. Showing she's going to do a little off speed.
First pitch tonight, 6:32 local time, currently 8:30. Longer one here on our nightcap. That one's going to get in there for strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike here with 2 outs. Southeast Polk trying to get out of this half inning with just giving up 2. Here comes the 2-1, and that one swung on and fouled back. Boy, I thought she timed that up
Yeah, I
pretty well.
did too. It looked like she did, but the way it was coming, she got under it. But
Broderick's been big in center field ever since she subbed out there. 2-2. That one just misses upstairs. It'll run the count full.
That pitching change just enough in the timing and how she delivers is throwing the batters. It's just enough to. We'll see who comes through first on the payoff here.
Valley would love to load the bases. 3-2. Chop back to Spielman. Throws on to first in time for out number 3. So Kielman gets out of it. 2 left on, but 2 score. 10-8. Southeast Polk leads. We'll see you on the top of the 6th.
2 runs on 1 hit. No errors.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Southeast Polk leading Valley 10-8 is your score. Can you say it's been a track meet so far? I mean, is that a thing in softball?
It was out of the gate.
It's been a slugfest. How about that?
Yeah, slugfest is more, and then it's slowed down a little bit. But how
Just a
about
tad.
Who was the pitcher that came in?
Curfew.
For Keelman. Sorry.
There you go.
It's getting late. How about her coming in there and it's shutting things
Couple
off?
big outs, yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Rocco, she's been big today, too.
Yeah, had that big single.
Sack fly to start off.
So here in the top of the 6th, Rilko gives it a ride to shallow right. That's going to get down for a hit. She's going to use her quick legs to get all the way to second base. It's a double for Rilko. Boy, the trend continues. We have opened a half inning with a hit. That is just how it's gone so far. Carter Price up to bat. She's one of 3 tonight. Singled in the first. And a couple pop outs in the 3rd and the 4th. And she's got a runner up on second base. If Southeast Polk can help it, they're just going to keep trying to pile on runs here and see if the pitching can hold. They held a little bit there, gave up no runs in the 3rd and the 4th.
But then the home run kind of cut into it.
0-1, she shows bunt. Bunt is laid. Throw on to first is going to be in time, but the sacrifice moves the runner to 3rd. And it brings up Jordan Woods, who's now singled in her last 2 at-bats after popping out the first. And boy, she has been busy in center field today and has been quite the runner in center field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, been able to run a lot of things down.
Boy, pitch to hit right down the middle by Zlomke, and Woods holds back, and it's 0-1. Lights are on here at Triton Field, Iowa Central Field.
And you can see in the far diamond over there the sun reflecting off the glass up there.
This one given a ride by Woods, deep right field, and it's out of here. 2-run shot by Jaden Woods gives Southeast Polk back a 4-run lead. It just continues for Southeast Polk. It is Jaden's 2nd home run of the season. The wind was out to right, so it might have helped her out just a little bit, but nonetheless, Southeast Polk extends the lead back to 4 off the bat of Jaden Woods.
Now batting for the Rams, number 1.
My goodness darn, what is going on? It's galore.
We need to check these softballs. Is there something going on there?
That pitch is low for ball 1.
You'd think the humidity would bog them down a little bit, but that hasn't done it, has it?
Kaylee Tamantri up to bat. A lot of softballs being given back to the parents. This one lined short, and nice play on first base for out number 2.
Yeah, that's one of the good traditions. You get that homer ball coming to the parents.
And this next batter could go down swinging. But even because of the home run, it could be a quick inning, but you're like, well, still gave up a couple runs. Carly Keelman up to bat. She gives this a ride to shallow left, and it's picked up by the shortstop. All right. Homer on the board. Jaden Woods, 2-run homer, makes it 12-8. We'll see you on the bottom of the 6th. Southeast Polk leads.
Ready? Let's go.
Mom, over here.
Yeah, this kind of thing can happen when you're hiking, but no worries, Mom. I can prescribe something to soothe the itch.
Unity Point Health looks at your family's health from your point of view, offering same-day appointments with expertise focused on what matters most to you. Unity Point Health. Expert care focused on you.
Bottom of the 6th here. Southeast Polk leads Valley 12-8. No, the press box is not on fire.
No, it's not on fire. That's the reflection.
That's the reflection.
Yeah, of the sun going down there. Good shot.
They must be done on that field for the day. Wow. Congratulations. Wow. All right. So some games have moved along today.
Yeah.
Other games are stuck in 14-inning matches. That's usually how that goes.
Yeah,
Been a fun first day here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. 20 games played in total today.
No lack of action, that's for sure.
Not at all. And a lot more tomorrow.
And now Valley, they got the 3, 4, 5 coming up, and they got work to do if they want to battle
It's response
back.
time again. The most they've scored in an inning is 3, and that was twice.
Yep.
3 in the first, 3 in the second. As once again, Keelman in the circle here.
Yeah, and then every time they've chipped back, then Southeast Polk has responded here. So
reaching out to go get it was Ilsa Hervey, and that one's going to be dropped short for out number 1. And for Valley, you got to string together a couple long innings here if you can and really put runners on the base paths. The homers have helped, but because they've had runners on the base paths.
Well, and then you look at it, Dowling, they've been back resting for a while now. So, and whoever ends up losing this one is going to face the Dowling team that's rested. And then,
do you have times on that by any chance?
Tomorrow?
On what time that'll be? I know we got it in one of our books.
3:30 is the Dowling, and the winner or loser of this one.
Sebula lines out, and that's 2 quick outs for Southeast Polk's defense. And it brings up Lily Finn.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 20.
Homered in the first inning, struck out in the second, was hit by a pitch in the 5th. Trying to keep this from going 3 up, 3 down. And I believe that would be our first 3 up. Well, I know it would be our first 3 up, 3 down of the day. That one's low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to buy another pen. The ink's almost out of this one.
Quick Dollar Tree run after this one. Keelman's done a really good job here in the circle.
Yeah, coming on a tough spot.
1-0 pitch. Drops in there for strike 1.
Well, there again, she's throwing that ball that's dropping a little bit, and it's just the whole timing, These batters had timed up the other pitchers, and now it's just.
It'll absolutely throw them off. Counts even here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and nobody on base. This one chopped foul, and it'll go 1-2.
Yeah, see, they just aren't quite picking that up yet. Kind of like bringing in a knuckleball or a curveball.
Yeah. So Finley settles back in here. 1-2. And just missing the outside corner. Southeast Polk crowd thought they had the end of the inning.
Yeah, they were like, come on.
A lot of pink shirts out here for Southeast Polk and their team shirts. 2-2. This one chopped short, picked up by the shortstop. Throw on to first in time. 3 up, 3 down for the first time tonight. And it's thanks to Southeast Polk's defense. We're headed to the top of the 7th. Southeast Polk going to try to cushion their lead. 12-8. They lead over Valley.
Ready? Let's go.
Mom, over here. Yeah, this kind of thing can happen when you're hiking, but no worries, Mom. I can prescribe something to soothe the itch.
Unity Point Health looks at your family's health from your point of view, offering same-day appointments with expertise focused on what matters most to you. Unity Point Health, expert care focused on you.
Top 7 we go. Southeast Polk, the 6th seed, leading 3-seeded Valley, 12-8. It has been a slugfest this evening here at Triton Field, Iowa Central Field, but someone's going to come away a winner, and if now's the time for Valley to at least close the gap or at least stop the bleeding.
Talking about 1, 2, 3, they either need that or no score inning here because they got to come back.
Only once tonight have they given up nothing in an inning. That was all the way back in the 4th. And then in turn, Valley didn't put up a run either.
Yeah, both of them went cold in the 4th.
Yeah.
And then.
So something they got to keep an eye out for. That one's in there for strike 1 for Maddie Zlomke, as this is Josie Wadstrom, who is up to bat. Wadstrom tonight, 2 singles and a walk. She fouls that one back, and it's 0-2. Just what Valley wanted to see to start the at-bat. Winner will take on Ankeny Centennial tomorrow. If you would have told me that the winner of this game possibly could have scored the same, if not more, than Centennial did in that first game we saw just a little bit ago, I would have thought you were lying.
Right over the top of us, boom.
That's the first one that's landed on top.
First one that's hit on there, and it's come back down into the net.
Every fan looks so disappointed when they look up and see that net. They're like, are you kidding me? There's a net there? 0-2, and a slow pitch gets her for strike 3.
No change there, turnabout fair play.
That is Valley's first strikeout of the ball game.
Yep. You are correct, sir.
Wow. That brings up Sloan Gaffney, the sophomore, up to bat here. 333 hitter this season. One out down here for Valley defensively.
She's done pretty good in her times coming in to pinch hit, sounds like.
First pitch to her is in there as Lomke's starting to gain a little bit of control here.
Yeah, she started, was out, came back. Let's see, she went out in the third. She come back in the fourth.
One just misses. It'll go 1-1 as Gaffney will reset.
I can't read my own handwriting now. It's getting late.
Gaffney, 9 hits this year, 9 of which were singles, 6 RBIs. She's walked twice. Holds off on that one, makes it 2-1. Valley trying not to maybe think about what's next in this next half inning. Got to get done with this top half of the 7th to try to hold it to just 12. Still going to be a tough 7th inning upcoming.
I guess there'll be 6, 7, and 8 coming up.
2-2. This one's sent to right, roaming back, and that's going to be down against the fence line. And her first double of the season for Sloan Gaffney. How about that?
Another Channel Seeds extra base hit.
Yeah, extra base hit presented by Channel Seeds, your local seeds brand. And Coach Bakey's going to come out to the center here. So Gaffney able to hit one out to second. That one was roaming back. The wind might have helped it just a little bit more up against the fence line.
Yeah, with the way that. Yeah.
So Coach Bakey's going to have a chat here in the center, but I don't think he's going to do anything.
Now, is that a repurposed charcuterie board, or is that just
it's hard to say.
I haven't seen a clipboard that, or maybe it's 2 clipboards together.
We need to ask.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. We need
Figure
to ask.
that out.
That might be a local Hobby Lobby get. We're not really sure, but that's
Could
pretty
be.
good. Possibly Lumberyard, yeah, that's a good point.
Whatever, he's got it all on there, and he's kept it all straight.
All right, so Zlomke will set back in with runner up on second base here with Gaffney.
And you really, really don't want that runner to come around.
This is
you just
make or break. And now you bring in Hallie Clark because we're back to the top of the batting order.
Mm-hmm.
Clark is 3 of 4 today. She had that sacrifice fly in her last at-bat.
doubled, scored, singled. Yeah, and then the sac fly. Pretty good evening at the plate.
You know, I wonder with that one game going so long, you wonder if it ever thought, well, maybe move to an X field. Clark gives it a ride to center. This one's caught by Ramich, and the runner will tag up to third with 2 outs down. Ramich has been busy tonight in a couple ways, able to make the grab out there by the Triton Field sign. She's got the Triton accompanying her out there, and the massive IGHSAU logo out there.
Yeah.
Coach Stiles is going to make a change here as Savannah Jacobs is going to come into bat. 9 hits on the season, 9 of which are singles, 3 RBIs. .450 hitter, making just her 19th appearance on the year. With a runner on third base. Southeast Polk trying to extend the lead here. And Zlomke's in there for strike one. So she is batting for Berkeley Wieland. At the 2 hole. That one fouled back, and it's going to be 0-2. Two outs down here. Valley trying to get out of here, keeping it at a 4-run game to set up for the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, down to their final 3 outs, maybe.
0-2, gets away from the catcher, and safe at home. Make it 13-8. Southeast Polk on the wild pitch. And it got a little bit tougher, Dar.
Yeah.
So 1 run here scored in the top of the 7th as this one's popped back foul. Boy, I tell you what, she is ready to swing for the fences, Savannah Jacobs is.
Yeah, but how about her coming in there and she's
the senior comes in.
And then gets a run in just because she's been up there battling,
Staying aggressive.
Good moment for the senior.
1-2 by Zlomke's out and away. It's going to be 2-2. Valley, a team very capable of rallying back here in the bottom of the 7th, but these last couple innings have just been shut down.
Yeah, and that extra run 4-5, that makes it just that much harder to push that rock up the hill.
It's 3-2 here with the count full. And Jacobs takes the walk. That is her 3rd walk of the season. And this brings up Orilko back up to bat.
Oh, that's the fun part. Look at the bounce in her step as she goes over there. She's got in and got a chance, got the walk, and it's like did what she needed to do, got the runner in.
Berkeley Weiland going to go back out to run. She was the one that was originally going to hit. Orilko is going to hit here with 2 outs down and a runner on first base. As Southeast Polk looks to try to continue to push this lead even further.
This is her 5th at bat for Orilko.
Sacrifice to advance a runner. This one's launched to deep right, and the catch is made by Huffman. And that will do it for the top of the 7th. To the bottom of the 7th we go. Last 3 outs, last chance for Valley. They trail 13-8. Don't go away. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Bottom of the 7th we go. 6th-seeded Southeast Polk trying to break up the day of all upper seeds winning here in Class 5A. They lead 3rd-seeded Valley 13-8. In the bottom of the 7th, 3 more outs, Star.
Yeah, look to move on to the winner's bracket and try to drop Valley into the consolation bracket.
Yep. And you got to lose twice to be eliminated. Yeah. So,
well, unless you get to the championship.
Unless you get to the championship, yes. It is a best of 1 in the championship. So, to start us off here, Hyla Brower, who did homer in her last at-bat, in the 5th inning. First pitch to her by Keelman is in there. Valley scored 3 in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd, then went back-to-back innings with none, scored 2 in the 5th, and then did not score in the 6th. Brower holds back. 1-1.
Kind of surprised they didn't appeal that there, but
I think she held. Beautiful clear skies to our right and to the left, all the storms that had just barely scraped past this area. This one's going to be chopped short, caught on the hop. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1, as Wattstrom did a great job handling it at second base. Maddie Zlomke now up to bat. Valley down to their last 2 outs. That one in there. That was a good pitch to hit, but right down the middle for 0-1. Boy, what a statement win this would be for Southeast Polk, a team that, only scores about 6 runs per game, as that one's a hot shot right up the middle. Down for a single for Zlomke.
Don't advance the bracket yet.
I'm not.
I know.
Just been very impressed with Southeast Polk.
Yeah,
today.
they have. You're right. They come out, went at it, focused, and
0-3 against Valley this season. They get here to the state tournament. Anything can happen. They said, well, why not us? Let's go out and win.
Yeah, and then like we talked about, those first 2 games weren't close. That last one was a 1-run game or so, and now a pinch runner.
Scarlett Dunkel, the sophomore, is going to come out and run for Valley. With 1 out down, short little meeting here in the infield for Southeast Polk, knowing they got the time to try to end this thing and advance on. This brings up Jordan Huffman, who is 0-3 tonight for the Tigers. And that one drops in for strike 1, 0-1. Or 0-1. What's crazier, Dar, is Valley only gives up 2 runs per game on average. And now Southeast Polk puts up a 13 spot. That one's chopped short. A chance for a double play. On to second for 1. On to first, and not in time. They do get the lead runner. And 1 out away for the Rams. And the Southeast Polk faithful starting to rise to their feet. So here we go.
How about the
London
sophomore,
Rowe.
Carly Kielman, coming on and
she's
just
been very impressive.
putting this one away if she can get the last out here.
That one low for Kielman. Going to be 1-0. London Rowe hit by pitch in the second.
And
Struck
again,
out in the fourth and
totally
walked in
different
the fifth.
pitcher. There was a lot of off-speed stuff, curving, dropping.
1-0 and in there for strike 1. If you row, how aggressive do you be with swinging the bat? Do you try to stay patient, think you maybe get a walk here? But down to your last out.
On base anyhow you can get it. But
1-1 is low. Make it 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. In there for strike 2, and the Tigers are down to their last out here in this first round matchup. The shortstop, London Rowe, trying to keep them alive. This one's set to right, roaming over. Catch is made, and that'll do it. Southeast Polk, for the first time this season, defeats the Valley Tigers. It's 6-3 in this opening round. And the Rams, thanks to a bunch of hits, couple home runs, win it 13-8. They will take on Ankeny Centennial tomorrow at 5:45. Valley will take on Dowling at 3:30. Dowling-Valley rivalry, how about that?
Yeah.
Final thoughts on this one, Dar?
Well, for Valley, you get another chance, Dowling. Southeast Polk, they just came out and got it done when they kept answering when Valley tried to chop back. They were 0-3 against Centennial this season. They were 0-3 coming. You got to keep believing here, so we'll see what happens tomorrow with that. But just, man, a little bit of everything in this ball game.
Valley to the elimination bracket tomorrow against 3:30 against Dowling Catholic. Southeast Polk to the winner's side of the bracket, 5:45 tomorrow night against Ankeny Centennial. Dar and I will be on the call for both of those games. That'll do it for us here at Iowa Central.